Hi there, how are you? This is a video to share the Compassionate Mind training for hoarding and cluttering that is coming up very soon. This is a workshop that we offer once a year through the practice we run called San Francisco Center for Compassion Focused Therapies. So in this video, I would like to share a little bit more about what Compassion in My training is and how we are going to apply this method to work with people who experience hoarding or cluttering issues. So Compassion in My training is the workshop format stemming from compassion-focused therapies. And some of you may not have heard of compassion-focused therapies. And you may wonder, does that mean I need to just be compassionate to myself and don't care about the problems, just self-care? Not really. So by compassion, we actually mean that we want to cultivate courage. We want to cultivate the strength to be able to see how things are not working for us and how can we gather emotional strength to help us tolerate and to guide us to see things from a more compassionate lens, which means we are sensitive to how we are not doing well, and we are eager and we are committed, and we also have the wisdom and skill to help ourselves. And why is that important? Because I believe a lot of us experiencing hoarding or cluttering have tried very hard to push ourselves, even be harsh with ourselves and force ourselves and judge ourselves when we don't do the right things, right? And occasionally that works, but it's not sustainable. And sometimes when we are so critical of ourselves, that is the exact reason why we just freeze or why we actually just run away from facing our difficulties with clutter. So compassion focused therapy, or the Compassion in My training workshop that we are going to be experiencing, is that we are going to try and work with a different way. We're going to learn why we actually hoard, and we're going to realize, oh wow, there are some reasons that I didn't choose, but now I'm having to work with this challenge that I have. And so from that place of knowing, hey, it's actually not my choice, or it's not actually my fault, how can I learn skillful ways to support myself, to encourage myself, to comfort myself when I get overwhelmed? So we are going to learn different kind of emotion regulation skills. We are going to use our body. We're going to do a lot of somatic work. We are going to tap into imagery exercises, such as imagining a compassionate being with you and how this person or animal or natural element is going to support you with your wisdom. So that's kind of like some of the elements that we're going to go through. And one very important thing that I would also like to highlight is, in this approach, we don't only work with our head or our logic. Because a lot of times we try to think differently, and we think that if we think differently, we will feel and act differently. Yes, but to some degree only. There are some deeper rooted issues that's not just changeable by changing our thoughts and our beliefs and the stories that we tell us. By doing that, we can touch that to some degree, but there is something about the feelings and the heart that we kind of need some strength and some method, some tools to help us really drop down from the feeling level. And this is what the compassion in mind training and compassion focused therapy is good at. So sometimes our head and our heart don't agree. And we need to also work with our heart and our feelings. And that is why in this workshop, you will learn skills and we will practice together for you to experience working with this hoarding or cluttering challenge through a different route. So if you're intrigued, I welcome you to consider joining us. This is a workshop, like I said, once a year that we offer. You will see more details in the link or in the website. And I look forward to seeing you soon. And feel free to email us if you have any questions. It's at info, I-N-F-O, at sfcompassion, sfcompassion.com. Again, it's info at sfcompassion.com. Take care.